So going back to the West, who do you think now has the greatest chance to unseat the Lakers? We would said it was the Clippers last year. I actually go with the Trailblazers. Believe it or not, I thought what they did was phenomenal. They are strong where they were weak last year. Their strong points remain. And wow, they gave the Lakers some trouble round one with a team that was severely limited. They keep everything. They get Covington, which is a phenomenal move. I love the way Covington played LA too, even though Houston didn't play them all that well. I think they have some great matchups there. Lillard is like otherworldly, and I still think he can do that next year. And you're deep there. Like they are phenomenal. I think they could be the 2 seed in the West.
I agree with you there. I think that's a really good observation. I think until the Clippers chemistry problems, until we get a little bit of clarity there,
They
think
didn't
it's right
upgrade
to be
too much
skeptical.
either. Like Ibaka for Harrell, kind of lateral. You don't get Rondo. You don't have a point guard. Things just seem to kind of be floating there. And you have George and Kawhi entering these lame duck seasons. I don't love the Clippers.
I think they upgraded at coach, but I just think the big issue is that unless Ty can be that leader, they don't have a leader. Like Kawhi Leonard does not do that. Kawhi Leonard divides locker rooms. Danny Green talked about it after they won the championship in Toronto. Everyone was off in their own little cliques. They weren't celebrating together. He said it was one of the
Oklahoma's
weirdest seasons.
smiling.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, the Clippers aren't done making moves either, so it'll be interesting to see what they end up pulling off there. But I think Portland's a great pick. It's now or never for Portland, and I would love to see them come through because I think we're seeing more and more examples of teams actually building from the middle. Like, for whatever reason, let's call it the true hoop mentality, the Ricky Bobby mentality. If you're not first, you're last in the NBA. That's not true anymore. We're seeing teams build from the middle. Denver's
Celtics
a
did
team
it
that's built.
kind of.
Celtics did it. Toronto did it when they won the championship. They developed guys, consolidated that talent, and went in for a championship. Portland's improving from the middle. Like the issue Portland made was the last time they had a chance to significantly improve their roster, they went all in on the wrong guys, similar to what I think Atlanta just pulled off. But you can build from the middle. There's more talent coming into the league than ever. You can get starters later in the draft. Denver's done a great job taking gambles later in the draft on kind of high risk, high reward guys. I think Portland being a success story would be really, really good for the league. And I think that they made the right kind of moves. They got to be so happy to have Covington. To actually have a 3-and-D wing on that
Unreal.
team is such a blessing.
Last year, they're rolling out Ariza, who ends up leaving, Melo, and there was basically nothing. Gary Trent was playing 3 minutes for them. It was unbelievable how weak they were there. And they still gave the Lakers a tough time, despite how menacing of a mismatch that could be having LeBron on the wing against Melo. Melo was guarding him. So I love that team last year. They were one of the most captivating 8 seeds ever, maybe the most captivating because of this play-in tournament that they had. What a success that was. Great to see it back this year. So I'm thrilled about them. Any other teams you want to hit on here before we get out of here? I thought